Hi, this is Bronze Age comic book artist Ken Landgraf, and I'm going to be inking on a job that I took on for Rocko Jerome, the comic book writer, and it's called Ghost Agents. And this giant, beautiful woman here is a spy, and her name is Donna, and over here is Elmond, another spy. So they have a lot of leather clothing, so I'm going to do some leather inking here. I'm looking at her breast here. First of all, I put Zipatone down, pasted it down, made a photocopy. I'm filling in black. I want to pop out this white zipper. These guys, these spies from the 60s all have these like zippered leather costumes. And she's a very tall girl. She's like 6'6". She's taller than Elman, who's the male spy. Okay, so let's look over here, inking in black. Pulling long lines. I'm making sure that zipper stands out. And she's got leather pants on. Both of them are dressed in leathers, so I want to work on that now. So what I'll do is I'll turn the page here and figure out where I'm going to put the C lines, which are showing the lines going around the form. So I'll draw on a few of those so I know which direction the ink's going to go. Now it's a matter of, here I want to pop out this belt-like device. So I'm going to drop a line here, and wherever it hits, I'm going to drop the line. Leave it white. And I might put a zip in here, so I'm going to leave that right now. I'm being very careful about these belts. Okay, and I want to ink on her arm a little bit. What I'll do is I'll put in a crest of form here first, so I know exactly where I'm going to put my ink lines. And then I'm going to start doing some fancy stuff. Here's the belt up here. I'm going to throw a shadow from the belt onto her arm. And do some like real nice, lightly touching ink lines. Turning the paper because I want to get the form here. And put a little ink around here on her costume. Making sure I pop out that finger. See how I did that? And I want to ink under her arm here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the angle I want to put the brush line, which is going to be a C. And I'll work on Elman a little bit. He's got a nice arm pose here. Using speed line inking here. Making sure that the page is weighted down also so it doesn't buckle. You know, I'm doing this for fun. I'm just speeding the lines up because I feel like it's kind of more haphazard, but I know what I'm doing because I'm putting down C shapes. Ink on his hand. It's pretty much free-form inking. And I'll throw a shadow from his palm. And by the way, here's my Indian ink in a cat food dish. And I put some water in with the ink also. I'm using Speedball Super Black ink. And then I switch all the time. It's got so many pages of ink here. I got 30 pages of ink. So I'm switching now to another fight scene where we have Donna again. And she's fighting these giant werewolf-like creatures. So I just ink whatever I feel like. I'm looking at the werewolf here. Looking at the folds. I'm going to put a fold here. I'm just jumping around. Wherever I see something that I want to fill in, I just do it. And I got this like kind of explosion here where she cut his head off. So I'm putting in shadows. And I'm going to ink his back. So what I'm going to be doing here is, it's a big space. So how do I start this? Well, I'll take a line down his spine. I'll draw on his scapula bone area. So you're dealing with the anatomy still. And maybe there's going to be some heavier inking over here. And I could throw shadows from the spine already. And his arm is here, so I'll throw a shadow onto his body. So I'm already getting like a lot of light and shadow patterns going. And then I'll take my brush and I want to draw some folds. Yeah, I'm moving the camera up higher so I can see the form better. Look. There, he got his arm a little bit. Now, I've already put some cresciform shapes down here, so I'll throw a shadow from his drapery. And there's always some leathers on her pants to draw. Put black in to pop out that finger. Drawing some of her hair here. Okay, and then let's see what I do. I like this arm up here, so I'll work on it. And we got to break this all down into anatomy. Got the deltoid muscle right here. And it's always funny because you never know exactly what's going to happen. I have an idea because I put down this long line, so I can render into it. And sometimes I'll just put the brush down and grab a pen. I dip this pen into India ink. Of course, with the pen, you can put a big splotch of ink down pretty easily. I'm looking at his fingers. And I'll put that aside and grab another page. We got Donna's hands here. She's cutting off this guy's head. And we see her arms holding the sword, so I'm going to work on that. And I'll ink on this guy's body a little bit. Shadow under his chest. And we got his body is, we gotta find out which direction I'm gonna put my ink on, so I'm looking here. Work on this girl's pants. I want the blood here, splattering blood to pop out. I'm working in some black areas. Okay, so that's it for today. You saw me inking on some of the pages of the Ghost Agents, a comic that'll be coming out pretty soon. As soon as I get it drawn. Okay, Ken Landgraf signing off.